Session we will discuss 87 expected questions for UPSC Mains 2016 starting from 3rd December. So we'll be touching the various sectors and the various sections across which we will be working around the important questions. Now first few questions deal with major committees and commissions. So we will be adding more than 70 committees and commissions at our current affairs section. You can visit those here. You can also get the updates on email by clicking on this button here. Now the first committee that we would be discussing that's important among the set of committees that we have worked around. So it's the Bimal Jalan committee that works on licensing and expenditure management. MB Shah committee on black money, Deepak Mohanty committee on the information management in RBI, Arvind Mayaram committee for redefining the FDI and FII, Nayak committee which talks about scrapping of the Bank Nationalization Act, and it kinds of talks about the governance of the board of bank. So these are some of the major committees that we have picked out of the list of committees that you can visit there. Now related to demonetization, here are few of the important topics that you must be good about. First is Anil Bokil, Arth Kranti Sansthan, Urjit Patel, the SS Mudra Task Force, also the recalibration of ATM machines, information on the functioning of ATM machines, the cash deposit machines, information on the printing press and the currency notes printing in India, the structure and role of RBI. Then one of the important is the S4A, that's the scheme for sustainable restructuring of stressed assets, and this was launched by RBI to resolve the corporate debt problems. It was launched in two stages. It could be either a sustainable debt or an unsustainable debt. When we talk about sustainable debt, it's less than 50% of the existing debt. When we talk about the unsustainable debt, it can be converted into equity or optionally convertible debentures. So this is again an important the scheme that you must be good about. The next few important topics from economics, you have the external commercial borrowing and hedging that was in news recently. The 81 bonds, that is the additional tier 1 bonds, they are also known as hybrid bonds and Cuckoo's bonds, that is the contingent convertible capital instruments. They are basically a kind of hybrid bond that combine the debt and the equity element together under one head. You have the ease of doing business index, then scrapping up of the Medical Council of India and the recent National Medical Commission Bill 2016 that's about to be worked around. Then information on Niti Aayog, we have covered this in a separate video. Gender Development Index. The next is developments in the field of railways, that was important this time. You have Diamond Quadrilateral project, bullet trains, bio-toilets, you have green train corridors. Two of those have been recently released in Gujarat. We have covered those in previous videos. Then you have Udhampur, Srinagar and Baramulla rail ring. You have the Antodaya Express and the Deen Dayalu coaches for unreserved superfast trains. Then you have the establishment of Railway University at Vadodara. So these are some of the important developments in the field of railway. Now coming on to one of the recent topics, that is GST, Goods and Service Tax. You have the 122nd Amendment Bill under GST. Now you have certain central taxes like excise, service tax, CVD, SAD and CST that would be incorporated under GST. Then under the state tax, it would include again CST, VAT, entry tax and luxury tax. Also customs would be outside the ambit of GST. The next are the major bills and acts. You have the Civil Aviation Policy, National Infrastructure Investment Fund, disinvestment of PSU, the coal auctions. You have the National Health Policy 2015, policy on voluntary sector. Again the draft water framework bill, that is very important this time, and the maternity benefit bill 2016, the basic amendments. One of the important bill is the Security Interest and Recovery of Debts Amendment Bill. Again economics this time would be main focus. So you have this bill talked about amendments in 4 laws. One is the Stamp Act 1899, then you have the Depositories Act 96, then you have recovery of debt due to bank and financial institutions, and the SARFAESI Act. SARFAESI Act is really important. So securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interests. So you must have a good detail on SARFAESI Act. Now next is the NIRF, that's the National Institutional Ranking Framework, that was propounded in 2016 by MHRD, the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. It categorized universities under 4 heads: universities, engineering institutes, management institutes and pharma, and these were the top 5 rankings given for each of the different segments. It also talked about reformulating and restructuring higher education in India. So these were some of the top institutions in India. IISc Bangalore was considered as the best university in India. Now major programs and policies that you must work around is Housing for All by 2022, the recently released Housing for All Grameen 2022 at Agra. Then you have the Mudra Bank scheme, DigiLockers, again an important concept. After demonetization, it has been in key light. Then you have Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Make in India and Pahal Yojana, which talked about gas and LPG subsidy. Environmental issues, you have few important topics, the Kasturi Ranjan and the Gadgil Committee on Western Ghats. You have interlinking of river, mainly the Kaveri dispute. The COP22 to the UNFCCC, that's the Climate Change Committee. It talked about the Marrakesh Action Proclamation for Climate and Sustainable Development, and also the Doha amendments to the Kyoto Protocol. So Kyoto Protocol, Doha amendments, all the amendments that have been laid under the Kyoto Protocol are important. Some of the geographically important topics include Sagarmala project, Smart City, Sony Yojana. Then you have the International Solar Alliance, which talks about all the countries, all the 157 countries under the tropical regions extending from the Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. In Uttarakhand, there has been a recent ban on the construction activities near glacier. They have also proposed of something like glacier tax, which talks about imposing tax if there has been a significant human activity close to glacier region. So these are some of the geographically important topics. Now topics related to science, technology and defense. The first is net neutrality. Then you have the concept of nuclear triad, which was under the K4 missiles, which was released by DRDO. The nuclear triad talks about 3 basic components. First is the strategic bombers, the ICBMs, that is the intercontinental ballistic missiles. And then you have the submarine launched ballistic missiles. So nuclear triad talks about all these 3 under the K4 mission. Then you have the gravitational waves, so the LIGO observatory. Then you have the Japan's Kagra, the Kyomoka gravitational wave detector in Japan, and India's effort in the name of Indigo, that's the Indian Initiative in Gravitational Wave Observations. Now Professor Sanjeev Dhurandhar from IUCAA Pune is a kind of real initiative or a kind of driving force for Indigo project. The next is Lagrange point. Lagrange point is important. It talks about kind of location where the combined gravitational force of 2 large bodies, it can be either sun or earth, or it can be sun or moon, and that gravitational force equals to the centrifugal force which is felt by the third smaller body. So that is what is you demarcate as the Lagrange point. So mass by 2 big bodies is balanced by the centrifugal force of a third smaller body. Then you have the Aditya L1 mission, that's the India's mission to study sun, launched by ISRO. India's Mangalyaan project, Chandrayaan 2 after Chandrayaan 1 in 2008, Chandrayaan 2 is set to be released in 2017. Then you have SketSat, Pratham, an initiative by IT students, and PSET. Also, the ISRO chairman UR Rao, now you must have a complete information on UR Rao. He is considered now a part of HAF Hall of Fame. Another important topics under defense, you have scramjet engines. Now scramjet engine in itself is a unique technology that talks about air breathing propulsive system. So it uses the natural oxygen from the atmosphere to burn the fuel that is within the rocket. Then you have the Cartosat 2 and the INS Vikramaditya. INS Vikramaditya is related to blue water navy. So we classify navy under 3 heads: blue water, green water and brown water. So blue water navy is a maritime force that is operational globally, and it exists mainly in the deep waters of the open oceans. Then you have green water navy that operates in the nation's littoral zones and the close by open oceans that surround to the region. However, brown water navy is a kind of major military operating naval force that works best in fluvial and littoral environments, and it is capable to carry heavy sediment load that is that comes out as a result of runoff or flooding. Now next, from art and culture, you have Losar festival in Ladakh, you have Wangla festival, which is a post-harvest festival in Meghalaya. These were in news recently. Then you have the Chettinad or the Kandangi brand, that was the national handloom brand that recently received the national handloom brand tag. You have certain sites which were declared as UNESCO heritage sites: Rani Ki Vav in Patan, Gujarat. Then you have Kanchenjunga National Park in Sikkim and Chandigarh Capital Complex in Chandigarh. You have Harikatha, which is a kind of art of storytelling popular in South India. And again, it's important, Deepa Karamkar, she participated in the Olympics and she hails from Tripura. And from Tripura, you have numerous musical instruments that are important. Some of those are Sumai, that is flute. You have Sarinda, Kham, that is drum, and Lebang tea. So these are some of the major musical instruments in Tripura. So you must be familiar about those. Now under sports, you must be familiar with the highlights of Olympics and Paralympics. The Indians at Olympics and Paralympics: PV Sindhu, she's an ace shuttler or a badminton player. Padmini Roth, a chess player. Then Sakshi Malik, she was repechage. She was in the Olympics, and a specific term was in use, that is repechage. Now repechage allows the participants who failed to meet the qualifying standards to appear or to continue to a next round again. So if they are left by small margin, they are allowed to participate again, and that is known as repechage. Then you have the decision review system, which is also known as the DRS technology. Now this technology is used mainly in cricket for whenever you have a kind of controversial result that comes out by the umpire, to decide whether or not the batsman should be dismissed. So the DRS system is based on 4 basic points. The first is the footage from the TV cameras. Then you have the hotspot, that is a kind of infrared camera that tracks the parts of bat and the ball, and those parts that have been hit by the body. Then you have the Hawk-Eye technology that talks about a kind of ball tracking system which tells leg before wicket decisions, and the real-time sneakometers that talks about the sound waves which are captured by the stump microphones. So these 4 technologies are used under the DRS system. So with this we cover some important highlights for sports. So these are some of the major expected questions that are important for the upcoming mains examination. You can register for updates at this page on Examrace. So once you register, all the updates that we would be putting in for the coming 5 to 10 days on committees, commissions and major topics or expected questions would get live to you as early as possible. Have a good day ahead.